In this video, we're going to be focusing on Python Turtle. So, Python Turtle is a built-in library into Python where you can draw using lines of code. So, think about it as programming a little robot to move across your screen and leave a trail wherever it goes. So to start, we want to import the Turtle library, which we would do by putting in import turtle. Next, we want to name our turtle and then change the shape of our turtle. So changing the shape of your turtle is optional. Just want to show how I did it. So to change the name of your turtle, you just want to do t is equal to turtle.turtle. So whatever the name of your turtle is, it would go in place of t. And then to change the shape of your turtle, we would do t.shape and then whatever shape you'd like. So for example, I did the shape of a turtle here, but I could also do the shape of an arrow. And then if we run the program, then my turtle will be in the shape of an arrow. So I like to do turtle though. And if we run the program, then the turtle is now in the shape of a turtle. So now let's look at our basic commands. So the basic commands, I like to think them as forward, backward, left, right, and set heading. Let's look at forward first. So when we do t.forward 100, what this line of code tells us is that our turtle is going to move forward 100 pixels. So if I run this line of code, we see that the turtle moved forward, and then this length is 100 pixels. Next, if we do backward, we do t.backward 200. So now since Python reads from top line to the bottom line, it's going to first execute the forward command, so it's going to go forward 100 pixels, and then it's going to go backward 200 pixels. So if we run this program, we see that first the turtle moved forward 100 pixels, then it moved all the way back 200 pixels. Now when we do t.left 90, so what t.left 90 does is that the turtle is now going to move left 90 degrees. So if we run this line of code, we see that it just points upwards. That's because the turtle is facing to the right to start off, and then it goes to the left 90 degrees, so now it's going to face upwards. Now, if we do t.right 90 degrees, now if we do t.right 180 degrees, what this is going to do is that it's going to move the turtle head 180 degrees to the right. So if we run this program, we see that the turtle is now facing towards the left. Previously it was facing towards the right, but since it moved 180 degrees to the right, it's now facing towards the left. Set heading is the final basic command. So what set heading does is that it sets the direction of the turtle using values like 90 and 0. So we see here that we did t.setHeading 90, but it doesn't move to the left or right by 90. 90 is a specific value where when you do set heading 90, it's going to face upwards. No matter where the turtle is at or what direction it's pointing, if we do t.setHeading 90, the turtle is just going to automatically face upwards. So if we run this line of code, we see that the turtle just faces up. Now if we do t.setHeading to 180, this sets the turtle to make it look left. So now we see that the turtle is facing left. And if we do t.setHeading to 70, we see that the turtle faces down. Now if we do t.setHeading 360, the turtle doesn't move. And then if we also do t.setHeading 0, the turtle doesn't move. So in this case, t.setHeading 360 and then t.setHeading 0 is just the same thing. Next, let's move on to colors. So we can actually change the pen color and the fill color of the turtle. So for example, I did T.pen color pink. So what this does is that the trail, remember the trail that the robot leaves behind? We can change the color of that trail. So what I did was that I did T.pen color pink, and then I did T.circle 50. So T.circle 50, what it does is that it's going to make a circle with a diameter of 50 pixels. So if we run this code, we see that the turtle drew a circle with a diameter of 50 pixels, and then the pen color is pink, so that the outer edge of the circle is pink. Now we can also do T.fill color. So what T.fill color does is that after the turtle is done making a closed shape, it's going to fill the inside of your shape with a specific color that you choose. So for example, I did T.fill color yellow. So once the turtle is done making the circle, it's going to fill the inside of the circle with yellow. So I did T.fill color yellow, and then we have to do T.begin fill before we draw our shape, and then after we put the line of code that draws our shape, we do T.end fill. So now we run the code, and then we see that first the turtle drew a circle, and then once it was done, it filled the inside with yellow. Next, let's look at what pen up and pen down does. So what would happen if I wanted to say make a line, then maybe move forward a bit without leaving a trail behind, and then make another line. So kind of like making a dashed line. Well, to do that, we can use T.pen up and T.pen down. So in this case, what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to do T.forward 20. So this is going to make the turtle go forward 20 pixels. So we see that the turtle moved forward 20 pixels. Now what I want to do is that I want to move forward again, but I don't want a line. So what we can do for that is that we can do T.pen up, which means that now wherever the turtle moves, it's not going to leave any trail behind. And then we can move forward again. So if we run this, we see that first the turtle moved forward 20 pixels, and then it moved forward again by 50 pixels, but it didn't leave a trail because the pen was up. Now, to start leaving a trail again, we can do T.pen down, which puts the pen back down, and then we move forward or wherever we'd like. So we see that we moved forward 20 pixels, then we moved forward 50 pixels with our pen up, and then we put the pen back down and moved forward 40 pixels. We can also change the pen size of the turtle. So the trail that it leaves behind, so far we've just seen one type of line. But we can also change how thick that trail is going to be. So here I have a pen size of 1, and then I moved the turtle forward 50 pixels. So that looks like a regular line. But now I can also increase the pen size, say to 10, and then we see that it's a much thicker line. So that's how we adjust the pen size for the turtle. And then there's also a command where, say you're done drawing a picture with your turtle. If you say want to take a picture of it, but you don't like that the turtle is still over here, then what you can do is that you can do T.hide turtle. So what hide turtle does is that after the program is done executing, it's just going to make the turtle disappear, leaving only your drawing. So if we run this line of code, notice how our turtle is still here in the end. And then when we run it, we just see our line, but the turtle is now gone. Next, we're going to be looking at the home function. So say I have this crazy line of code which does forwards, circles, lefts. So if we run this code, it makes some drawing. Now what if I wanted my turtle to go from over here back to where it started? But I don't want to backtrack in my code. So what could I do then? Here there's a function called T.home. So what t.home does is that wherever the turtle is on your screen, if you do t.home, it's just going to go exactly back to where it started. So see, the turtle is right over here before we run our code. Then after, we see that the turtle went from here back to where it started. But it also left behind a trail to where it was and then where it started. So if we don't want that trail, we can again do t.pen up, and then we see that our turtle draws the image, but it goes back to the home without leaving a trail. You just want to remember that if you start drawing another part of your code, then you want to do t.pen down before you do anything else. Finally, we have our last three functions. So here I have t.goTo 30, 40. So 30, 40 is a coordinate. So if we run this line of code, we see that the turtle goes from wherever it started to the coordinate 30, 40. We can also do t.setX and t.setY. So what t.setX does is that it's going to set the x coordinate of the turtle to 30. So wherever 30 is on your screen, it's going to go there. So we see that now where the turtle is, the x coordinate of the turtle is 30. We can do the same thing with set y. So what set y is going to do is that it's going to make the turtle go to the y coordinate of 40. So if we run the program, we see that first it went to the x coordinate of 30, and then it went up to the y coordinate of 40. Another interesting thing to see is that if we do t.goTo 30, 40, and then we do our next two lines, we see that nothing happens to the turtle. The turtle doesn't move. It just does the t.goTo 30, 40. This is because when the code looks at t.setX and setY, it sees that x is already equal to 30 and y is already equal to 40 because we already set the coordinates to 30, 40.